The Adam Lindsay Gordon handicap, it's 2,000 metres, and here's Johnny Tapp.
3 horses to move into the starting stalls for the Adam Lindsay Gordon handicap, race 4 at Randwick. And Idea is a raging hot favourite on the tote at odds of 5 to 2 on. A big, very solidly built horse who's so far had 4 wins from 10 starts. He was beaten at his most recent start by Red Machine, who came out to win again here today, so the form reads pretty well. Now starter Jim Bouldus coming over to release the field. Frayoka goes up on the outside. Undaunted Warrior is standing up squarely with Chinese Bandit. Century's Knight in the gates and standing up well, and they're off and running. And a little bit slow, Kingston Knight. First out is Century's Knight. Chinese Bandit began well. Our Best Prince striding towards the lead, and Colleen's Princess is moving up, is going to settle second. At the end of 200, Our Best Prince just led Colleen's Princess, Undaunted Warrior third, followed by Century's Knight, and then Red Fluke and a bit more than a length to Idea on the outside of Chinese Bandit, and then Kingston Knight on the inside of Janome, and a length away last Frayoka as they head to the back. Our Best Prince is loping along in front under a nice hold, led by a bit more than a length to Colleen's Princess, up closer than usual. Undaunted Warrior whipping around the outside, about to go up second, and then Century's Knight joined by Red Fluke on the outside, followed by Idea between horses. Out deep is Janome starting a forward move, dropping back a bit Chinese Bandit, and then well back is Kingston Knight and Frayoka last, and they're bunching up tightly, and there's a new leader. Undaunted Warrior took over going to the top turn at the 1100 mark. Janome getting to second. Our Best Prince third. Colleen Princess fourth, has dropped off a little. Century's Knight on the fence, followed by Idea. Red Fluke is travelling very deep around that top turn. A gap then to Kingston Knight, followed by well back Chinese Bandit, and a length and a half away last Frayoka as they come to the crossing at the 800. Is another leader now. Janome took over going over the crossing by more than a length to Undaunted Warrior. Then Our Best Prince, Colleen's Princess, Red Fluke, followed by Century's Knight. Idea between horses, followed by Kingston Knight, Chinese Bandit and Frayoka last, and they're bunching up tightly. 600 out as they come to the turn. Janome still in front, led over Undaunted Warrior and Our Best Prince, followed by Colleen's Princess very deep on the turn as Red Fluke, and Idea's behind a big bunch looking for a run through as they come over the rise. Our Best Prince and Janome from Undaunted Warrior, and he's trying to squeeze through on Idea. There's a run coming now with Colleen's Princess joining in on the outside. At the 200 mark, Idea and Colleen's Princess go to the lead together from Our Best Prince, followed by Kingston Knight. Idea the leader over Our Best Prince and Colleen's Princess. The big fellow Idea drawing clear. Kingston Knight is getting home well in the last bit. He'll get second. Third, Colleen's Princess. Fourth, Our Best Prince, followed by Frayoka, and then Red Fluke, Janome, Century's Knight, Undaunted Warrior, and tailed off was Chinese Bandit.
Welcome back to the WACA ground. The unofficial winner at Randwick in the Adam Lindsay Gordon, Idea. Very promising young horse. An Australian none for 27.
And the official dividends of the previous race at Randwick, Idea, odds on, 2 to 1 on. Kingston Knight and Colleen's Princess, the place getters.
Kingston Knight might have been a topical tip. And we'll take you now from the WACA to Flemington, where race 5 is about to be run. It's the Debonair, and it's 1,400 metres. Here's John Russell.
Off now, and Awesome Force jumped well near the inside with Russian T-Rim, and McBrave got out well. And in behind them from the park, and White Nav has gone very quickly to take over as they run along the back towards the 1200. And White Nav showing at about 2.5 lengths. McBrave a length further back. Awesome Force being followed by Russian T-Rim 2 lengths away from the park. They were being closely attended there by Redding, who's over on the inside of Sarah Sun and Kenny's Best Pal. And Ghost Stories last of all, about 15 lengths off the lead. White Nav making every post a winner coming down the side, 900 to go. Led 8 lengths McBrave, a length and a half Russian T-Rim, 2 lengths to Awesome Force, followed by From the Park and Sarah Sun. And Redding is back along the inside of Kenny's Best Pal, and Ghost Story still last of all as they come up towards the home turn. 650 metres left to go, and White Nav 6 lengths ahead of McBrave, a length and a half Russian T-Rim. 4 lengths away Awesome Force on the inside of From the Park, making ground. Sarah Sun the outside, Redding in behind them, Kenny's Best Pal, and still last of all is Ghost Story as they straighten up but starting to gain ground. Down towards the 450 metre mark, and White Nav the leader, 2 lengths McBrave going well. 2.5 lengths to Russian Tea Room, and here comes Ghost Story down the outside from a long way back, followed by From the Park and Reading. McBrave has taken the lead with about 150 metres left to go. Ghost Story rattling home down the outside. Reading coming home strongly also, and so is From the Park. Reading's going to be the danger. Reading is coming after this leader. McBrave is still in front. McBrave is hanging on. Reading can't get him. I don't think McBrave held on. I think McBrave has just beaten Reading, with From the Park third, followed by Sarah Sun, Kenny's Best Pal, and Ghost Story didn't go on. Further back, Awesome Force, followed by Russian Tea Room, and last of all, White Nav.
Back here at the Wacker, Ian Bishop is bowling to Steve Waugh, and your commentators.
Dividends from the Flemington race number 5, McBrave, the winner, Reading, and From the Park. They're the Victorian dividends on the right.
Melbourne for race 7, the Vanity. It's over 1,400 metres. Your caller is John Russell.
And they're all set to go. Second last on the card, the Vanity. Second leg of the double. There's the light. They're racing. Joanna first out towards the inside. True Pearl began nicely and started Pacific Century, and Joanna showing early pace, and just in behind them Large Ugar, and over on the outside is Flowing Style. In behind them going forward Classy Twiggy, being followed by Lady Silla. Further back in the field, Zaybaya second last, and Selstra Lady last of all. Joanna setting a sizzling pace, coming down the side towards the 1,000. Led 2.5 lengths to Classy Twiggy, a length and a half. Large Ugar on the inside of My Sparkling Star. Moving up just behind them, Peter's Patient, a length and a half. Then True Pearl on the inside of Pacific Century. Out 3 deep is Flowing Style, being followed by Lady Silla, who's third last, followed by Zaybaya and Selstra Lady last of all as they come down towards the home turn. 700 metres left to go. It's Joanna by length to Peter's Patient, moving around the outside of Classy Twiggy. In behind them, My Sparkling Star. Over on the inside is Large Ugar, followed by Flowing Styler. And then there's a break to Pacific Century, followed by True Pearl as they straighten up with 450 left to run. Joanna, about a length and a half. Peter's Patient down the outside, and Classy Twiggy running on in the centre. And My Sparkling Star is also coming home pretty well, followed by Large Ugar. 250 out now. And Classy Twiggy had ranged up in the centre, immediately tackled by Peter's Patient. Over on the inside is Joanna, and they're followed by Flowing Style. But Classy Twiggy is the leader. She's kicked away over a length to Peter's Patient. Down the inside is Flowing Style, but Classy Twiggy too strong. Classy Twiggy has won it by a half length to Peter's Patient. Flowing Style is third. Fourth home is My Sparkling Star, followed by Zaybay and Joanna. Then Lady Silla and Large Ugar, Selstra Lady and True Pearl, and last home Pacific Century.
Anderson Cummings taking up the bowling from the Prenteville stand end.
7, the Zora Cross Welter, over 1,400 metres. Your caller is John Tapp.
7. It's the Zora Cross Welter at Randwick, and the starter Jim Boldus comes over to release the field. Looks like 7-4, number 8 Royal Standing is a clear-cut favourite. All set now. Starter onto his stand, hits the button, and they're off and running. On Kylie's Run has been bustled out of an outside gate. The rider very keen to lead. Cover Me and Bowie began well, and Royal Standing is quickly whipping through into a handy spot. Dixon Street, ridden for dear life, is joining those leaders, and there's a swarm of them going to the first turn. Taking them a while to sort themselves out. It's Dixon Street and On Kylie's Run, Bowie and Cover Me, and settling right behind them Royal Standing, followed by Chrome Blade, Red Tonic midfield. A length away Civil Law, followed by Princely Pat's Generous Prince a bit deep going over the crossing. Then Barlam and Anything's Possible, followed by Hong Kong Friend, and dropping out last Garter King. Inside the 800 mark On Kylie's Run eventually got to the front. Royal Standing poking up on the fence. Bowie on the outside, followed by Dixon Street. A length and a half then to Cover Me on the outside of Chrome Blade, followed by Civil Law and Red Tonic together. A gap to Generous Prince. Princely Pat's, followed by Anything's Possible. Garter King taking off is deep on the turn from Hong Kong Friend and Barlaman as they straighten for the run home. On Kylie's Run led them over the rise. Royal Standing cutting back to the inside fence. Dixon Street running on pretty well, followed by Civil Law. Coming to the 200 mark by G. There's not much room for Royal Standing. He's trying to barge through to join On Kylie's Run. Royal Standing poking through on the fences. Grabbed the lead from On Kylie's Run and Civil Law, but it's Royal Standing going for home now. And a beautiful ride by Andrew Banks. Royal Standing draws away to beat On Kylie's Run. Civil Law third, followed by Cover Me, Princely Patch, Red Tonic, Generous Prince, Chrome Blade. Further back, Hong Kong Friend, Anything's Possible, and then Dixon Street, Garter King and Barlaman, and last of all is Bowie.
Welcome back to all of our Australian viewers. Nothing much has changed here. 2 for 69.
A couple of years ago, I finally slotted into that length and had a great test match here last year. A great Shield final in the first game of the season this year. I'm really enjoying playing.
But He certainly looks a little bit ill at ease at the moment. Ball bouncing just outside off stump. I suppose that's what Ambrose will be trying to do, just get it up there.